matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about play.
The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 45 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Ravens. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, it's 2. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. It is third and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return is Jones. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
He'll toss it to the right side to Algier. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The throw on the run is complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. This one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Here's 2. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And in motion is Brown. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. They go play action with Stafford. That's caught downfield by Diggs. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver. in just a moment. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. On the give, this is Algier. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll go again here with Algier. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
2 and out on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by McCaffrey.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off play action. It's Stafford. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On play action, it's Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Stafford to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Now the first running back taken in the draft in April. It's Jonathan Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Tungo Vailoa. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. So Kittle comes in motion. Now a first down throw for Tua. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now it's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Moving the tight end right. Play action, Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On the play fake, Here's Stafford. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. To the air again, Stafford. There's that man again, another catch.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Ravens extend to a 24-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. This one complete to Atwell. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another 1st down. Tua to throw again. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And he missed it. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers squaring off against the New York Jets. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up
significantly. Second half underway
significantly.
in the AFC wildcard game. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
In motion comes Pittman. Here's Tua now on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Denver first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Tua. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The visitors' offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Two and out on first down. This one complete to Washington. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
A give up the middle to Algier. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That complete to Algier. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Catch made, that's Pittman. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
So Kittle comes in motion. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Now he'll run, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier, and he'll get it down to the 12, and that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw is Tua. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander is there to bat that one away. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Sly's kick is good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Play action now for Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing again is Stafford. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play action, Stafford. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll throw it left and has his running back. So Kittle comes in motion. Tua now on third down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. So Kittle comes in motion. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Tua. This one complete to Atwell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In motion comes Pittman. From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his man Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Denver. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 13,
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now it's Tua. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So Kittle comes in motion. On first and 10, here's Tua. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the...
We try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. From the gun, here's Stafford. There's that man again, another catch. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's a second and 9. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Tua Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Tua gonna throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 3rd and 2. And in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.